Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Darren coming at you with another DOJRP Fleet Friday video. Now, I know I missed a Fleet Friday completely bombed it. I do apologize about that. But, as a consolation, I've added an extra vehicle into today's Fleet Friday. Now, this Fleet Friday will officially completely close out the San Andreas Highway Patrol fleet, and we will be moving on, as you guys got a sneak peek of, into the Blaine County Sheriff's Office. So without further ado, I bring to you three different cars. I have the 2009 Crown Victoria, the 2014 Dodge Charger, and the 2009 Crown Victoria, but with a rotary light bar. Absolutely beautiful. All the cars, I put white on all the cars today, and I will explain why in just a second. Now, the center vehicle, which is going to be this 2014 Dodge Charger, is going to be a administration vehicle, meaning that this is unlocked at the rank of Highway Assistant Chief 5 Echo 5, and only administrators can use this vehicle. Nobody else has access to this vehicle. Now, when it comes to the other two vehicles, their use is not as locked, I guess I should say. The ranking in order to use these two vehicles is much lower. So moving on to the next vehicle, we have, and I realize now that I made a mistake earlier, the 2011 Crown Victoria. This vehicle right here that you're looking at is the 2011 Crown Victoria. Now, this vehicle is unlocked at the rank of Master Trooper within the San Andreas Highway Patrol. I'm going to go through all the liveries. This is obviously missing some. That's why one side has a prisoner cage and the other side doesn't. But we're going to go through all the extras and liveries in just a second. This vehicle is unlocked at the rank of Corporal, which is going to be 2 ranks after Master Sergeant. And that's going to be the rotary light bar. So without further ado, let's get into both of these vehicles and see what all of these vehicles have to offer. So starting straight off the bat, we're going to go straight into the liveries as is usual and go through them. So livery number 1 is going to be the Snowball version of the vehicle, which means that livery number 0 is going to be the black and white. So there you go. Let's go ahead and turn on the lights and take a look at that. Turning on the lights also changed our livery to expose to livery number 2, which is going to be the unmarked variant of this Crown Victoria, and that's going to come into handy when we go through the extras. So we're actually going to keep that on, and let's go through the extras. So let's turn everything off and go through all of it at once. So without anything on, we have no lights. The back brake lights are wig-wagging, but we don't have anything else. Extra number 2 is going to be the push bar, and that's going to give us the nice little Crown Vic style push bar here in the front. Extra number 2 is going to give us this left window pod. Let's pull this out so that we can take a look at this. Extra number 4 is going to give us the right window pod. Extra number 5 is going to give us that spotlight right there on the driver's side. Extra number 6 is going to give us this window pod right here in the front that you see, giving us that nice little steady burn and the flashing blue lights. Extra number 7 is going to be our light bar. But let's take away the light bar so that we can look at extra number 8, which is going to give us this back deck lighting. Absolutely beautiful, and that goes together with the unmarked variation of the vehicle. This is what you would see driving down the road from the San Andreas Highway Patrol, and which brings us to extra number 9, which is going to be the gun rack in the center and also the dash cam here in the front. Extra number 10 is going to give us the prisoner partition right there. We can see that going away and coming back. And then extra number 11 is going to give us the right window cage. You can see it going away and coming back right there, which means extra number 12 is going to give us that same prisoner cage for the window, but on the other side. And that's going to be all 12 extras for this vehicle. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous vehicle. Very, very nice car. Again, unlocked at the rank of Master Trooper. When it comes to the using it for unmarked, that's going to be unranked at the level of Captain. All unmarked vehicles are unranked at the rank of Captain, and the use of the Slick Top, I believe, is going to be unlocked at the rank of Staff Sergeant, Sergeant, or Lieutenant. I know that Master Sergeant is the Slick Top. The Slick Top Charger 2016. So you would have to reference the vehicle structure at the time. I'm assuming if you are of the rank of sergeant or staff sergeant, you know what you are allowed and what you aren't allowed to drive. But this is a very nice vehicle, a very nice option for those interested in joining the San Andreas Highway Patrol, and something to look forward to. Moving on to the next vehicle. Let's go ahead and get rid of this vehicle. Moving on to the next vehicle, we're going to jump in the 2014 Charger. Let's bring it over here and go through the same thing. So when it comes to the vehicle liveries, we don't have anything else. This vehicle is only unmarked. It only has a unmarked option. You can hear me clicking. Nothing is happening, and this is why it's been locked behind the rank of Highway Assistant Chief. At such a high rank. Let's turn off all the extras, go through all of them, see what this vehicle has to offer, and start fresh. So turning everything off, same thing with this. The only thing that works once we've turned off all the extras is the back brake lights are wig-wagging. Extra number 2, it's going to be similar. Extra number 2 is going to give us that nice little Satina push bar there in the front, which is also going to give us a little bit of forward and intersection lighting there in the push bar. Extra number 3, same thing with the window pods, is going to be 3 and 4. Extra number 5 is going to give us a nice little spotlight there on the driver's side. Extra number 6 is going to give us that window pod, which means extra number 7 is going to give us the light bar on top. Now, the immediate question that comes into play is, why is there a light bar if it only goes unmarked? I can't explain that. This vehicle was originally supposed to have a light bar. However, we decided to make it a admin vehicle. During the month of October, you probably would have seen this video seen this car if you were to go back to the month of October with all the streams and videos that were put out by the San Andreas Highway Patrol media members. You would see that this is actually the vehicle that you saw riding around with the pink livery, which allows us to use it in such a fashion. So you probably saw this car light barred in all pink, driving around with the San Andreas Highway Patrol higher ranking members. I believe it was actually lieutenants that were able to drive this car, but don't quote me on that. Moving on with the vehicle extras, let's go ahead and get rid of that and put extra number 8, which is going to give us the back deck lighting. It's obviously going to have the CHP light pattern because this is a CHP vehicle, or SAHP vehicle CHP inspired. Extra number 9 is going to give us that gun rack right there in the middle, as well as our it's doing something to the MDT. I can't tell what exactly it's doing, but it's also giving us the dash cam. Extra number 10 is going to be the prisoner partition right there. Extra number 11 is going to give us the right cage for the window, and obviously extra number 12 is going to give us the left cage, and that is going to be the 2014 Charger. Again, unlocked at the rank of Highway Assistant Chief. So it is a little bit high up in the ranks to be able to use, but if you've reached that level, then this is definitely a beautiful thing that you unlock at that rank. And also, congratulations to you if you ever do. Let's move on to the 2011 Rotary Crown Victoria. Let's turn these lights on. Oh my god, this vehicle looks amazing. Now, this vehicle does not have much to offer when it comes to liveries. It only has a snowball and obviously a black and white variant. So, not a lot. It doesn't have the ability to take off the light bar. So, we don't see an unmarked variant here. But we'll keep the black and white just to keep the memories and deja vu alive. Now, this vehicle, again, as I said, does not have much to offer. The only thing that you can do is take out the cage. So, extra number 1 is going to be the cage that opens up the front and the back, the prisoner partition cage. So, we can have it in or we can have it out. And that's going to be the 2011 Rotary Crown Victoria. We can see the lighting pattern. Obviously, the typical CHP back and forth red lights with the push bar and the mirror pods, but you can see that steady burn there in the front of the rotaries, and then we see the white, red, and blue, and then coming to the back we have the typical CHP back and forth yellow lighting in the back, and we have a nice little wigwag effect going on with the brake lights. So that is going to be it for those vehicles. So, as a special treat, because I missed a day, I actually do have an additional vehicle to show you guys. Now, if you stayed this long, then this is going to be the vehicle that I'm going to be showcasing today. It's going to be the 2000 and let me just confirm 2010 Ford Expedition. We can see the typical CHP SAHP light pattern. We're going to go through, look at the vehicle options. Not too much to offer. There is no liveries available for this vehicle. It only comes in black and white, and there is only one extra, which I believe is the cage. So this vehicle has a cage option. You can either have a cage or not have a cage. That is the only thing that this vehicle offers. But as I said, this episode was going to close out the CHP fleet completely, and with this vehicle I have officially done that. We are finito, dunzo, finished with the CHP, SAHP pack, and we will be moving on to the BCSO fleet. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I do apologize for missing a week while I was sick. Hopefully this made it up with doing 4 different vehicles. Also, by the way, this vehicle is unlocked at the rank of Chief Master Trooper. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been your boy Darren. I will see you guys next time. Doses!